Hey guys, Stable VGC here, and welcome back to more multi-battle conference action. Today we're here versus week 6 versus the Regigeezers, and of course, I am not alone.
Hello everybody. This week we're playing against some of our great friends from they're in charge of this league, and they're the reason that this league has been going for multiple seasons. So it should be a good match.
For sure, they're good players, good friends, and like Fiona said, they're without these guys, we don't actually have a league to be playing in. So, either way, we got their teams on the screen right now. This is a big third place versus fourth place match. Them, of course, being in third place. So we're gunning for a win here. We need some nice little standing help. But Fiona, let's talk here, team-wise.
So as you see, there's Weavile and Cobalion on opposite sides, which means that's a plausible lead for them. The Cobalion side does have the Dynamax, and while we were prepping, we figured it would be a pretty likely lead from them. So we thought, hey, to counter that lead, so we decided the combination of Dragapult and Volcarona should cover all the options, or the most options at least.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just one of the things, like, beat up was, I don't want to say the only threat. Of course, they have other threats, like maybe Dragon Dance, or even the Volcanion can get, if that gets going, right? But we figured beat up was the biggest immediate threat to us, if they were to potentially lead it. So we have to go with the anti-beat up stuff, but...
Alright, so we figured our game plan would be our best game plan would be to since Dragapult is faster than Weavile, 130 speed is not fast anymore, fun fact. And we would be able to get the Airstream off and allow Volcarona to move before both Weavile and Cobalion hit something off if they choose to not fake out, or they aren't starved.
And we didn't think that it was likely that they were going to be scarfed, because if they were scarfed, they don't gain a lot from that. We could just raise part of that beat up away, so it was very unlikely. I was expecting maybe either safety goggles or focus sash, which I feel like both of those would be very likely. However, like I said here, me and Fiona were talking about this turn, and you'll see our timer actually goes down a fair bit, but it's basically, are we okay losing Volcarona just to make sure they don't get beat up off? And I think we're both in agreement here.
Yeah, basically, if we lose Volcarona, it's fine because Urshifu's in the back on the Volcarona side and just comes in and applies pressure to the Cobalion. Dragapult, while it won't be able to threaten Cobalion immediately, it'll be able to weaken it with Max Wormwind, and as we know, Cobalion's already got a pitiful attack stat, so if you drop it, it's not going to be doing much.
Exactly. You know, you don't think 90 base attack would be bad. But it's when you pair it without stab moves and without and getting wormwinded, it's not that great. But either way, we gotta kill time in the max for the max animations here, Fiona.
Yeah, unfortunately, these enemies take like a third of the battle, I would say. It's kind of fun.
Like with a 20-minute battle, honestly, it takes at least a minute and a half for both of them, and that's kind of crazy. Like that's a minute and a half off the battle timer, which. In 6v6, it matters.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that these move animations are very long when they go for max moves.
Yeah. Yep. 20 minutes just is not long enough. That's all we're going to say. But yeah, so basically this turn's playing out exactly as we expected right now. Nothing too crazy for Max Cobalion, on Max Dragapult. And the question is still, what does Weavile go for? Are they Scarf beat up? I was a little concerned if maybe they would prep like that, but thankfully they did not, and they just go for a nice little fake out here. So unfortunately we do not get Flame Body. Thank you very much, Volcarona. I appreciate that. That takes so much. It takes so much.
Yeah. Basically we kind of break the sash, or like take half of Weavile, 90% of Weavile's life.
Break the sash! And, we almost killed the thing! But
Rock comes out. We're Chardy, but like the only help really to live through Protect.
Yeah. The Chardy Berry was basically for the Rockfall through Protect to not kill us, and as well as maybe if they decided to not max and just click like a Rockfall or a Stone Edge, that way we also would have lived. That was kind of what we had it for. It wasn't really meant to live that, but on the off scenario, right? Because if they looked at this and said, okay, they shut down beat up, and they decided not to max and max something else, at least we have a chance.
Yeah.
But
that crit, as you guys see, I'll be honest, it didn't matter.
Unless they were really, really bulky and had absolutely no attack stat, that crit did not matter.
Yeah.
So, at this point, we're pretty straightforward here. We got the faster mods. They have not Airstreamed yet. So at this point, we're pretty straightforward. I think just dropping a Wormwind allowing Urshifu
Yeah,
to
we
survive
were
things.
winded this turn because we didn't want our Urshifu to do faster than the Cavalion because we'd be lowering our defenses.
Yep. So
And then we'd die for no reason.
yeah, it's like a double whammy
Right.
too. Exactly, right? So we not only do we lower their attack, we're actually not lowering our defenses before they attack. So we're basically just sitting here stockpiling up, taking some keeping some health is basically all we really wanted to do here.
Yeah, and we want to get rid of Weavile, of course, because we don't really want to do Weavile attack. It's not great. if we
Exactly.
do.
Like, yeah, we can probably ignore it. It's gonna die. But I don't want it to be taking like maybe triple axle ice foot crash into Dragapult here. I quite like my Dragapult having more health, or your Dragapult having more health here.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to take that damage.
Plus the fact we aren't really threatened by this Cavalion at all with our Dragapult.
Yep.
As we know, the attack stats going down. We kind of just, our plan was to leave it there and like neuter it.
Yep.
So it's doing nothing.
Exactly. It's good. It's a good defensive mon. As an offensive mon, I don't love it. But like defensively, it's really good. Its typing is really, really nice. It has base 129 defense or something like that, which is ridiculously high. So it definitely takes hits very, very well. And you do see the airstream doesn't even do 50%.
That didn't even do half the Urshifu.
Yeah, Urshifu eating that very up. Of course, non-stab, but still. There's a Chople Berry, which is interesting prep. I like that.
I do like that a lot.
I think they might have been expecting just a quick straight up Phantasm into CC, and they probably count for that. I like that prep a lot.
Yeah.
Seemingly, that's what people are getting into, right? Running Chople Berry versus us. So.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to notice that.
But it's good to see because we can use that advantage. We can use this information later on in the season.
Yeah. Use Chople Berry.
You're gonna run Chople Berry. We're gonna run like, what's the 5-hit fighting move then? Arm thrust or whatever. Does Urshifu even get that?
No, I don't think it does.
Could you imagine though? You just arm thrust, get the first one off, the burn Chople Berry, the rest of them just go.
On a 4 times effective mon.
Yeah, exactly. It's done. Thank you for your Chople Berry. Very cool. But at this point, we're very content right now. And Fiona comes up with a good idea of actually preserving Urshifu on this following turn. Because I believe they bring in Sandaconda.
Yeah. The Rillaboom is on the Cobalion side, so they cannot bring that in right now. They don't want to be switching out their max users, so we get a free switch to Seismitoad next turn. Because whatever they bring in, it's either going to be the Sandaconda, the Volcanion, or the Boldore, I think? Or is it the Mime? One of them.
It's the Boldore. Mime's on the Cobalion side.
Okay.
I believe. I could be very much so wrong.
None of these Pokemon beat Slippy.
Yeah. And basically, like Fiona said, we want Slippy in here just because it puts on pressure, doesn't really get threatened, and we can just sit here until they end up bringing in Rillaboom, and we might be able to bully that entire side before then.
But basically our game plan here was to go for the Wormwind into Sandaconda, lower the Cobalion's attack stat even more.
Yep, very straightforward.
As well as Sandaconda.
Yep.
If we get glared here, we get glared.
Yeah. Dragapult's done his job at this point. We're quite content just to chill here and just honestly, as you can see, like our thought process this turn wasn't very long. It was more so along the lines of just making sure we didn't mess anything up here. But Slippy coming onto field because Slippy's. I hate Slippy so much.
I love Slippy.
I hate Slippy so much. Anyways, Max Wormwood coming out, and shockingly enough, well, okay, not shockingly, I hate the snake too, but the snake actually lives, which I mean, it does have an actual defense stat, so that doesn't surprise me.
And Copelion goes for the Airstream. This goes into Slippy. Slippy does not care.
Slippy don't care. That does nothing. As much as bad.
You expected like a glare here.
Yeah, I was expecting a glare here.
It was actually Brutal Swing.
I like that play to try and salvage their attack stat. I really do. I just think it was too little, too late.
Yeah, it doesn't help because we're Wormwinding and now they're at -1.
They're still exactly. They're still at -1.
Yeah.
And it's a cool concept, but like I just think it's a little too late for them. Like I think it's a little too late. But regardless, now we're in a really, really good spot. Like I just, I think we decided you Phantom Force because we didn't want to.
Yeah, I Phantom Force because I didn't really want to get glared at this point in the game now because they didn't take the opportunity to do it, so why give them the opportunity?
Yep, and
the Phantom Force will go into the Sandaconda slot because we want to bully that side.
Yeah, we want to bully the Sandaconda side because basically Slippy's going to be killing Sandaconda here. I need to get off of Icy Wind and go to Scald because that's exactly what I end up doing. But basically, Skull kills the Sandaconda, and then Phantom Force does big damage to whatever they have left on that side the following turn. And we want this game to be a 2v1. If we can get this game to a 2v1, we're in a very, very good spot.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like, yeah, they're probably forced to switch out their Cobalion here, but that doesn't really bother us. I guess the Snake could protect, but if the Snake protects them, we just KO it with Phantom Force next turn.
As
and
we protect.
They're switching.
Yeah. Yeah. Here comes the Rillaboom. So it was only a matter of time before they brought that thing in.
Yeah, not shocking at all.
And there's the Catapult, this Phantom Force. Very, very nice.
We were expecting a glare here, but they went for high horsepower into the Dragapult slot. So
I think they need to start chipping it. I respect that, but like, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, like, I'm not even sure if they have Will. Like, I like the play of just chipping the Dragapult down. Like, they don't. Rillaboom doesn't really hit it unless they have knockoff. And by them actually attacking in the Dragapult, maybe they're trying to bluff the fact that they don't have knockoff, saying, "Hey, we can't hit you, so we might as well actually try to hit you now, right?" So you don't know what goes on in those minds. I believe they're recording it on their end as well. So if that video does go up before mine goes up, I will, of course, put that link if you want to see it from the other side as well. But regardless, here, Doesn't Shine coming in, and it is that Volcanion. And Volcanion's a cool mod.
yeah, not a very. It's okay. I wish Fire Water was a typing that isn't on a mythical, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Volcanion is really good. I just think the position in the game here is not great for Volcanion. Is what I'm saying.
So, we talked about this play.
Yeah.
And the Protector switch is so obvious from Slippy here. Yeah. I think they need to get damage on Dragapult because Volcanion cannot touch Dragapult at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I imagine they go for knockoff into the Pult. If they go for Slippy, they go for Slippy. They're not killing Pult, and we get another attack off next turn. So.
Exactly. So it was basically a very, very safe quote-unquote read here. So we make that read. We do not see the Grassy Glide come out, which is phenomenal. And we see the knockoff from Doesn't Slow. And Catapulter goes down. So that's fine. We don't need Dragapult that much anymore. It did its job. And honestly, here I'm thinking, oh, sweet, Earth Power, we're going to get big damage. But then it's Sugar Berry, so honestly, I like that tech as well. I think really being only really weak to ground and stuff, and knowing that we do a lot of damage to you with our Slippy, then I think that's a really good tech as well. Anyways, Earth Power coming out, just going to do a little bit of chip damage. I'm assuming that was a double into Dragapult, although that actually did a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, I did a lot more.
That did a lot more. But you just bring in Aromatisse here. And
we were discussing this turn, like I was very tempted to bring in Fox. But I was worried about high horsepower from Rillaboom, and then it would be like waste.
Yeah, exactly. So Aromatisse is actually, we actually have Thunderbolt on our Aromatisse, and this doesn't shine, or this Volcanion is actually in range of this Thunderbolt. So we're
because
actually
Volcanion's special defense stat isn't very good.
It's 70, I think.
It's only
70.
No, it's 90.
Is it 90? I thought it was 70.
It's 90.
Either way, it's not that
Still,
good.
not the best.
Not the bulkiest, and we calc this well before during our prep just to make sure we have enough damage output here. And basically, also not protecting with Slippy the last turn may make them think, hey, they don't have Protect on Slippy. So now we can pretty much safely protect knowing that the Grassy Glide's going to go into Slippy here because they might as well take them on off the field when they can get them on off the field.
Yeah.
So, very easy protect on my end here. So, no real debate here. That's very straightforward for me.
And for me, it's straightforward Thunderbolt into the,
They could protect, but they're not gaining anything.
Yeah. The Volcanion here.
Yep. And I think we just took enough, like, we hindered their max enough to a spot where we can benefit out of it, and they couldn't. So I think we gained a lot more positioning on the max than they did, and I think that's just the summary of how the end of this game goes up. We get that going right into Slippy's Protect right there. We're going to see a nice little steam eruption from this Volcanion, and that's nothing to laugh at. That is massive damage.
Yeah.
As Sherbert goes for a nice little Thunderbolt here, picking up Volcanion. Sherbert's a beast, by the way. Did we mention that?
Yeah, Sherbert is pretty good. Pretty good.
Sherbert's a beast. People look at this and they think, oh, it's just going to set Trick Room, it's going to be support. But, like, it's, if left unchecked, it puts in some work. It has a
Not to mention, this Rillaboom's grassy terrain very much helping our leftovers Aromatisse here.
And I remember saying that in prep, and I was like, I think we run leftovers. Because if we go lefties and we take advantage of the terrain, we just take we get mad health back at the end of every turn, and it's disgusting. So it actually ended up working out. There's the Grassy Glide, of course. They're gonna take the knockout. Okay, this was not for that. This was for maybe a random energy ball, a random max overgrow from Volcanion and stuff like that. It was not meant to take a Rillaboom Grassy Glide. So before y'all say Seismitoad is bad, it was not meant to do that. Even though Seismitoad is bad, feel free to hate Seismitoad.
No bully.
Please feel free to hate on it. But anyways, that's like the ongoing joke.
This is an opportunity for a free calm mind.
Yep, so we took it.
And now Aromatisse is getting a lot healthier with his leftovers and grassy terrain
Look at how much
recovery.
health it
This
has.
brings in Urshifu.
Look how much health this Aromatisse has. It was below half 2 turns ago.
And Urshifu is not in range of the glide here.
Because we saw the leftovers on this Rillaboom here. So I think I protected just to sell out the
Yeah, but
grass.
this is what we just saw. There was 1 turn of grassy terrain left, so there's no reason for Urshifu to not protect here.
Yep.
If they attack into Sherbert, they're not killing Sherbert.
Yeah, Sherbert does not care. They have to try. They might as well try and pick off this side and then have it 1v1, right? So you get the nice little detect. Grassy Glide gets eaten by the protect, and Sherbert's a beast. Look how much this does. Like +1 Moonblast. Like that's damage.
So much.
That's damage. Like we don't even have that much special attack investment.
And they also revealed that they are leftovers.
They revealed that the turn prior. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. They can't.
No, they didn't.
Never mind.
So we didn't damage it.
Right. My bad. But they do reveal lefties here, and I think we're all but said and done here at this point. Wicked Blow does big damage, and this was a questionable turn. We figured maybe they want to reset the terrain and maybe get Cobalion here for the Wicked Blow damage. But I was very confident that Wicked Blow Moonblast is going to pick up the Cobalion after it took the close combat chip from earlier. Because Cobalion's special defense is not good, and Sherbert's a beast. And
yeah, we have a +1.
Yeah,
we
so
should be able to KO from here. And if not, I think it puts it in Sucker Punch range.
Exactly. It's going to be doing enough damage to a point where a Sucker Punch will pick it off anyways, and we'll be fine there. So they actually do go for the switch out here, and they are going to bring this Cobalion back in. So, big turn here. I could have close combated, but I didn't see a reason to. I did not see a reason to. Wicked Blow coming out.
We didn't want to lower our defenses and get glided previous turn.
We get the crit,
but
guaranteed.
Look how much damage that did. That puts
Wicked
it in
Blow.
range.
Urshifu's broken, guys. Urshifu's broken. And Moonblast from Sherbert coming out. You want to talk about broken Mon. Aromatisse. Aromatisse as I like to call it. Fiona's going to hate me, but I'm going to call it Aromatisse for the rest of the video.
Don't call it that.
We're calling it that. I'm sorry. That's how it works.
So, bringing in Rillaboom won't matter here. It's not going to be able to KO. And if they can only KO 1, and it's in range of both the what's it called? The Wicked Blow or the Moonblast. So
at this point, it's all but said and done, guys. They can Grassy Glide. It's not going to kill either of us. Even if it does kill one of us, it doesn't matter. Moonblast will be enough. Wicked Blow will be enough. And at this point, it's we're just chilling. I think
they're real much they could do at this point.
Yep, they slowed down at this point on purpose, I believe, to try and preserve a differential. Maybe make it a 3-1 victory or a 3-2 victory just through the differential. I strongly agree with that play. We've done that in the past as well. So I do definitely praise them on that one, I guess I should say. I don't know if the correct word is there, but either way, Sherbert eats that for breakfast. That's a little Wicked Blow. Could have calm-minded again, but it would have been useless. Down goes the Rillaboom, so.
Yeah, so now they probably they either have the Ment or the Mime left, either one.
Either one does not appreciate being here.
Yeah.
Once we get chip damage from one of these 2 slots, our Toxtricity in the back even cleans it up. If all else fails, like if they go like Mr. Mime, Dazzling Gleam, and kill both miraculously, then of course we have the safe play. There's the 3-minute mark, and doesn't Dance coming in. I see Dance. I think Salamence. So she's immense. Love shiny Salamence, by the way. Amazing shiny. And now at this point, like we said in the past, it's just sitting here. There was no point in protecting Urshifu. We could have tried to protect it for the fact of differential, right? But our differential already this season is really, really bad. So we figured, you know what, there's a chance they try to read the protect, maybe don't go into it. So, you know what, we might as well just drop a Wicked Blow here.
Yeah, there really isn't much they can do. Protecting doesn't help them at all, so they just wait out the turn and let's hope they live. They Flamethrower into the
Aromatisse. Seeing Special Ments is amazing right here. I did mention it in prep that that's something they might go for because the rest of the team is pretty physical. So they did actually go with the special match Wicked Blow, just leaving it shy, and that gives Aromatis the third knockout here. I'm gonna stop calling it Aromatis now, okay? Aromatise gets the third KO, and Sherbert's a beast, guys, but that's gonna give us the win, and you'll love to see that there. That's solid.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game. I like games like that where there was really no hacks either way. It was really honestly, it was just a solid game of Pokemon from both ends that we just got the advantage of. It was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and GG's to Dave and Austin.
Of course. And with that, guys, I'm going to flash the standings on the screen really quickly right now. I believe we're still in 4th place. Don't quote me on that because I am recording this without actually looking at the standings. So if I'm wrong, it'll be corrected. I'll probably make a comment making fun of myself, but I'm pretty sure we're in 4th. With that, I think we're going to get on out of here. I do apologize for not having the video last week. We took a break because of Players' Cup. But besides the point, Fiona, anything to say before we head out?
Nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say. All right, with that, good games to Dave and Austin there. So with that, we're going to get on out of here, guys. We will see you guys next week. I believe next week's guaranteed. I don't think we had our bye yet. But next week for sure. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next video.